program complete. Auto-engage time sequence synchronized.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Jamie Plays with me, Jamie. Today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of Stellaris. We are playing as the Tebrid Homolog, which is a driven assimilator empire in Stellaris. And yeah, in the first episode we've done some expanding. We have...
complete.
Yeah, we've even done one archaeological site, which is nice. Not that we actually got much of anything from it, but it's good to know anyway. So, towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around this planet. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they begun. So we're going to add 3 engineering to that planet, which is nice. So let's have you build that starbase, and then we will do this one as well. And you are moving down to the Hauer system. Excellent. So once you've gone there, then move to Hauer, because we'll then need to do that. Comet sighted. Planet site homolog units on Tebrid reported the sighting of a small icy solar body exhibiting outglassing at 2 hours, 54 minutes, 8 seconds, right ascension, 10.3 degrees declination. The distance of the body has been triangulated at roughly 3.75 astronomical units to the Sun, and the size and visibility of the body's coma. Is that really coma? COMA? That sounds like coma to me. Has been classified as noteworthy. The body's dimensions are calculated to be approximately 5 by 10 by 6 kilometers. The sighting event concluded without incident. We've gained 40 unity. That's nice. Okay. So, our fleet has repaired, which is excellent. This construction ship, you're here. That's great. You're then going to move up there, and then move to the Hauer system, as you should. Yeah, excellent. You're going to explore that system, as you should. So, I'm going to make you a scholar, because that helps with our excavation speed, as well as anomaly rift exploration speed when we eventually get those.
Complete.
You're now a veteran. We've got the mining station there. Okay, so you're building that. Oh. A single, badly scorched module is all that's left of the Cybrix research station that once orbited the Delta Cepheid 1 hundreds of thousands of years ago. The vacuum exposed inside of the module is filled with the dead remains of creatures that are part machine and part organic life.
Situation.
And now we've got a special project there, which is great. So what I'm going to do, can we add in... We can't actually add frigates. So what I'm going to do, let's get rid of the artillery class and the gunship class, and then add in 10 frigates there. And then I'm going to reinforce, so I'm going to create the second fleet. And... oh, hold on. Let's go for the improved deflectors here. What I want to check first, actually, before we do this, you don't have the new... Yeah, let's cancel all of this construction. Because what I'd like to do first is, of course, make sure that our ships are at the latest design. So save. Save. So what it's doing is it's upgrading this computer, this combat computer module. Yeah, torpedo, artillery, yeah, torpedo. Which is exactly what we want. Okay, so that looks better. Let's also get rid of you. And these ones have already upgraded, so that's great. So you can upgrade, so let's do that. And now, then let's build all of these afterwards. Complete. Like so. Okay. So we've got a new archaeological site, hole in the ground. Oh, so there are actually 2 archaeological sites here. Never forget and hole in the ground. So we will definitely have to do both of those. Tradition available. Let's go for the data bank uplinks. And then in 231 months, I'll definitely get the research path optimization.
Technological acquisition successful.
Once down on the surface of Hithara 1A, it was clear that the civilization had indeed flourished here until as recently as a few centuries ago. At some point, a sudden and total catastrophic event gripped the world. Apparently, some of the internecine struggle between the nation-states led to a terminal exchange of weapons of mass destruction. Oddly, although the surface is scoured clean and dead, the sky is alive and with the shifting hues of perpetual aurora borealis. It's a striking vista, the desolate steel and stone carcasses of entire cities painted by the vibrant, scintillating sky colors dancing in the sky. Received more of those minor artifacts. Naval capacity has been increased. Let's now go for the... You know, maybe let's do this Edict Fund. Actually, I take that back. Let's do the Xenobiological Lab. And that will definitely help. We can build that here. Ah, okay. So you finished here. This construction ship will then have you build that science. Sorry, that's outpost. Then let's have you move here and we'll build that one as well. Life Electric. Our scientist reports that Stickler is covered from pole to pole with a web-like network of electrical filaments. These networks respond to external stimuli. The researcher experimented with sending a low-voltage pulse to the surface, which resulted in a wave of illumination that rippled through the network like a circuit board. Even more remarkably, the webs arranged themselves. A second low-voltage pulse revealed that the filaments have been organized into a new pattern, centralized around where the previous pulse had contacted the surface of Stickler. The scientist concludes that this discovery confirms her long-held theory that life can exist as almost purely electrical impulses, independent of a cellular or viral structure. Excellent. Oh, and you've even gained a level, which is great. So, let's go and make you an explorer, because that is what you are. Get rid of those. And then this construction ship, yeah, you're moving there, that's exactly as you should do. So a microsingularity recently intersected Baitia, passing straight through the core and emerging on the other side of the moon. The encounter does not seem to have caused any permanent damage, but it has altered the energy output of the planetary core slightly in a way that defies our current scientific models. Further study may be warranted. So that's absolutely fascinating. Oh, and we've met a militant isolationist. So we're going to initiate a friendly greeting protocol, but it means we can't really expand farther this way, because if we take this system, they are going to be like, why the hell are you bordering us? This is absolutely not nice. So, it looks like we've got lots of unemployed pops in various places. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, you've got 400 jobs. Let's... Management, there's nothing we can do there. There's nothing we can do here yet either. But we definitely need... Let's add some more energy districts. In fact, let's build 2 of you there. And 2 of you there. And then this one... I think I'm going to build another Nexus district there. Oh, FTL impact. A massive crater on flow has appeared as a result of collision from a starship. With the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity rammed on the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The researchers picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed hyperparticulate field, but as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Okay, that's remarkable, but we've gained some physics research from it anyway. And then our commander has leveled up. We can make it automated repair systems or aggressive attack pattern. Let's do the automated repair systems for you. We also need a commander here for this one. And I'd like to go... Let's go for this commander. The other nice thing about if we go for the Homolog pops, they don't typically die. They might malfunction, but they don't typically die, whereas our... these Tebrid pops can often die after the age of 120. So, we've got another upgrade. Biology, terraforming focus, or... Let's do field manipulation. And then our growth node, architectural focus, or terraforming. Let's go for the architectural focus. We can get rid of those. So I'm thinking, if we go to our species, we've got nothing we can do here, but let's create a template. Can't get rid of this yet, but I'm going to say apply. Can I actually... I don't want to apply to any of these, but can I actually just colonize then these? If I say colonize... No, I actually have to have the pops ready. So what I could do is colonize with these homolog and then just change them when they're there. Oh, we're losing energy credits. So let's sell some food, buy some energy credits. Oh, heat from below. After probing beneath the surface, we've concluded the unusual heat signatures on Sonara are caused by hydrothermal springs. Seems there's more to this planet than meets the eye. We can say intriguing or remarkable, but we best not waste any resources. Let's say intriguing. Subterranean ocean. Oh, depths of alien life. The continued exploration by the crew has revealed the hot water coming from deep within the planet crust is teeming with microscopic life. What we once thought was an empty, frozen planet actually contains a thriving underwater biosphere. So we've gained society research from that, which is excellent. So, you've also leveled up. Reclamation unit, amplifier, bulldozer. Let's go for amplifier. And then the assimilator nexus. Let's make you analytical, because that helps with our research speed. That's those two done. Okay. So I'm thinking, why don't we colonize with this colony ship? Low habitability, that's fine, because we're going to eventually change them so that they have a high habitability. And you're good for... Oh, let's just say auto-designated for now. Colonize and... colonize and yes, we're going to send you there. Okay, we're just about finished building those ships, which are nice. In fact, it looks like we can go for an extra fleet. So let's create a new fleet. I'm going to add in 10 frigates and maybe just 10 screen ships just to take the hits that they would otherwise have.
System survey complete.
Okay. So you, oh, sorry, continue excavating that site, then excavate those two sites, and then excavate that site. Oh, in fact, it hasn't done that. So why don't we say, excavate this site, then do that one, then do that one, then do that one. And how is this going? Oh, we should actually get a breakthrough shortly. Okay, you're building more ships, which is exactly what you should be doing. Okay, why don't we also go here and say Empire Focus, we've got the commander. We need a positive relationship, a research agreement, mining districts, and a planetary decision. So, the history of Hithara 1A and its lost civilization was uncovered, and although tragic by galactic standards, it was sadly typical. The civilization arose, growing in technological sophistication, if not social and political harmony. Eventually, they created the tools of their own destruction and used them, and the fate of this world and its denizens was not unique. There was something that was, and it captured the imaginations of our scientific minds. The ceaseless Aurora Borealis effect dancing unperturbed above all the devastation. Upon closer study, the Aurora effect in the sky displayed repeating patterns which defies all previous knowledge of the weather systems. Is there some message here? Let's say keep digging. And then for our research, that's the Xenobiological Lab. Let's go for this other tile blocker. And then what we can do is here, let's build... Oh, sorry, not here. Let's go to our tech worlds and build this Xenobiological Lab.
Construction complete.
You... Yeah, we're just going to have to move those pops eventually. this machine nexus... actually, you don't have any pops at that highest level. Idle complex drones and replicator drones.
System survey complete.
Well, anyway, let's continue. Oh, this construction ship. You are here. Can we... We could actually continue expanding this way without taking this system. We could jump by 1.
Technological acquisition
Question
successful.
is it worth it? Improved deflectors. That's nice. Let's now go for the... let's go for the energy from technicians. It's cheap. 1, it's cheap, and 2, it's actually we're negative for energy, so it would be nice to have. Alien mural. While conducting scans of Sanak 7A, the science unit aboard the Researcher 2 discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in ancient writing. No other signs of alien activity on the moon have been detected, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We've prepared a special project to translate the text.
Situation log adjusted. Planetary settlement
And,
procedure initiated.
Yeah, it'll go back and do that, I'm sure. So let's give, or maybe let's wait for the upgrades. Ancient life pod. So if an abandoned ancient life pod was detected in close orbit of Baldurk B2, as is covered in scorch marks, presumably when the pod's mothership exploded, and the preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the Researcher 3 managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual of the same race, possibly a mate or revered leader. So we've gained some society research. This construction ship, I'm thinking we could actually move this way. We just need to make sure we don't take this system, because then the remnant, this fallen empire will absolutely hate us. Okay, so, yeah, we've got those going on. You are colonizing. We shall have that by 2256, 05, 01, so less than a year left. And then I need to change those pops for dry habitation. And then I will colonize these two. So, archaeological site pending, and it's even finished. So, as expected, the rhythmically pulsing aurora around Hithar A are not natural in origin. The world is surrounded by a still active network of microsatellites. These machines are programmed to project pulses of charged particles into the upper atmosphere, emulating solar winds. The patterns were intended to project a calming effect on the minds of the population, a subliminal message with the sky as a channel to suppress any negative emotion and achieve global peace. Clearly, it didn't work as intended. Oops. Well, that one's finished. So these are all finished as well. So why don't we give all of you upgrades?
Technological acquisition successful.
And then you are going to move and build that one. New research. Let's go for the actually maybe the mining drones.
Ship augmentations completed. Ship augmentations
Great, so that's
completed.
all of those done.
Planetary surface settlement established.
Low stability here. Okay, so what we need to do, first things first, we're going to apply this template to this arid world, because there are not that many of them.
Log
Oh, it's still going to
adjusted.
take 13 months. Let's also do this breathe in, breathe out while we're there. And then I need to do the... First, I'm going to do the drone storage, and then I'll do the mechanical machine assembly plants.
Technological acquisition successful.
And that was the tile blocker clear, which we need to take care of as well. Let's go for the planetary processor. That will help our... we can then upgrade this administrative array.
System survey complete.
Also, let's give you an upgrade since we can. And then I'm going to give you an upgrade as well, because we will be
Council agenda ready.
changing those. So let's then go for... you know what? Let's go for the correctional bisection. Maybe in 88 months we'll have a negative trait. So, Ancient Medical Complex. Astounding news From the Researcher 3, deep scans have revealed an unexpectedly large solid core of Hirani 5 to be covered with the compressed remains of a sprawling medical complex millions of years old. Though the intense mantle pressure of the gas giant severely limits the amount of data we can extract from the core surface, the science unit reports that the hidden structures match beyond a doubt the technology used in the enigmatic L gates. It's possible that Hirani 5 was a planetary medical facility created by the gate builders millennia ago. At some point, the complex was abandoned and its automated gas replicators ran unchecked for untold centuries, eventually converting the planet into a gas giant.
Construction complete.
But at least we'll get the get those there. Oh, you're then moving here. That's not bad. Let's move there, and then we're going to move there. So that's the drone storage. Then you'll be happy afterwards, which is great. Also, the fact that we are converting some of these pops is excellent. Dry... Oh, we've even got dry planetary reference for some of these.
Construction complete.
That's excellent. Let's get rid of that. We've got more
Construction
mining drones here. Oh. Breathing rift debris collected swiftly, so many eventful months have passed since the discovery of the rift near Sethelbach, but we've now received reports of a great stream of debris pouring out of it. It is ours for the taking. Observation of the rift will continue. Excellent, we're going to collect this swiftly. We've gained some engineering research as well as energy credits. Oh, and we've completed our modification. So, this 55% one, colonize. Neither of these actually work well here. Although, society research, that would be excellent. Here, we don't have much of anything in the way of... So you have an ocean preference. You actually don't really like living here. So why are you living here? We didn't send you here. Anyway, Legion node. Let's actually go here. So, Blabbermouth, base intel level +5, or diplomatic warfare unit, envoy, improve relations +50%. Let's go here first. Gale speed, Sebelite, or... let's go for the Gale speed. Make our ships even faster. Blabbermouth, or envoy relation improvement. Let's go for Blabbermouth. Get that 5
Construction
base
complete.
intel. This one, we're going to do anchorages and a resource silo, and we'll do the same thing here.
System
Get rid
survey
of those.
complete.
Okay, this one has been finished. So let's take our construction ship and then say, build that research, not the research, build the outpost there. Then we're going to move and build these ones as well. Yeah, perfect. So what else do we need for our Empire focus? We need more minerals. Oh, again, the rift has spewed out something new. This time it's mostly metal debris and perhaps some ancient battle. This is ours for the taking. Observation of the rift will continue. Excellent. I'm also thinking, why don't we continue expanding? Let's say anything 80% and above, we will then... That has an anomaly. Oh, you are you're figuring that out at the moment, which is good. Yeah, we couldn't even colonize you anyway, so colonizable. There's only this one. We're going to send the dry preference there, obviously. And you're good for... oh, this is going to be an energy planet. So let's auto-specialize you to... Or sorry, take you off auto-designated to make you a generator world. And then say colonize. We also need to say... Research per 100 tech drones +1 and max generator districts increase. Yeah, so absolutely a generator world, but it will also be a research world. So Breathing Rift has closed, so has furthered our physics studies. Reporter from the Rift observation probe tells it that the Rift has vanished. After drawing its last breath, the Rift closed and left behind not even a trace of its energies. That's unfortunate, but it does happen. So, digging it. Clearing away the rubble is a painstaking and risky business. Workers and equipment have been hoisted down several hundred meters to the dig site, and excavated rubble has been lifted out. There has been numerous casualties and accidents while working in these trying conditions, but progress is being made, and every day we venture deeper, the walls of the crater are worn and cracked by time, but they plunge unerringly straight down to the planet's core. We can only speculate how deep it goes, as something in the depths is garbling all of our sensor data. We're going to keep digging, because why not? Oh, convenient mining. The asteroid around Hicklum 2 has such a perfectly stable orbit that it's easy to understand why our science units thought it was placed there artificially, yet there's no conclusive indications to any propulsion systems or any other artificial marring. The only natural conclusion is that, by some absurdly improbable chance, the asteroid got caught in Hicklum's 2 gravity field. We also have detected some rare crystals on the surface of the asteroid. Well, that's something. That's nice. You are still doing that. There's also a Savannah world there.
Technological acquisition successful.
So, new research. Let's go for... discovery of a massive entity of unknown properties in the void has forced the Tebrid Homolog to redefine all known parameters for maximum surface area of any single construct with hostile capabilities. Survival rate projections should the Tebrid Homolog have come into conflict with the newly discovered entity are not promising. Scientific and military units recommend continued observation and speculation upgrades to our existing armada. Information received, updating data banks. That's this one here. We've got an automated dreadnought here. Yeah, so we'll take a look at that. We've also got some mining drones here. We'd probably get rid of those, and there's also these ones here that we could kind of attack and take out. So that's the energy credits. What we could do, I'm actually just thinking, let's go for the global energy management. That will then allow us to kind of this specialization. We can build those and get even more jobs. However, it looks like we're having a bit of an amenities issue. Oh, Commander, let's give you the automated repair systems trait. We could probably do another drone storage. Panic capacity from districts. 126 jobs. Those are tech jobs. Let's build another... it's not actually going to give us any amenities, though. Well, let's just leave that one. This one we can upgrade, so let's do that. Also, on this Nexus, we're now at 70% stability, which is great. I'm going to build some districts here. Let's do 2 generator districts. Oh, remarkable. Hycan 2 was originally the homeworld of the Indimac, another victim of the relentless expansion of the Cybrex. The planet was bombarded from orbit until the Indimac offered their surrender. The Cybrex warforms then descended to the surface, initiating the program to exterminate the Indimac population that would last for 3 years. Along with 7 billion Indimac, this also resulted in the destruction of an estimated 90% of the planet's biota. We've got a special project here.
Technological
acquisition. So then we're going to move there and build that starbase afterwards. So, new research. Let's go for the... I mean, ion thruster would be nice. You know what, maybe let's go for the Corvette build speed for right now. What we can also do, we've got this tropical worlds, where again, energy would be great here. You know what, let's do that. Generator district. And let's send Tebir, since we can. And colonize. I can prime. Yep, that sounds good.
Construction complete.
So we've got That's been built, get rid of you. And then we've got hole in the ground. The excavation has hit delays as the dig site becomes increasingly toxic the deeper we go. Parts of the shaft are dangerously irradiated, probably by the catastrophic event that dug out the crater in the first place. The need for protective countermeasures and decontamination apparatus is slowing progress on the work. Okay, so we're going to keep digging. Okay. And I'm thinking, what I'd like to do is, continue expanding, and it looks like this is probably all connected. So actually, this is going to be ours as well, this section, so we don't necessarily need to worry about expanding there quickly. I'm thinking we've got mining drones here. Let's send our fleets here. You actually move fast. If we say go like that, but this fleet, I'm going to have you follow one of these other fleets to make sure you don't move too quickly. And I'm thinking, let's hire another commander. Weapons fire rate and combat chance. Yeah, you know what, let's go for you. Yeah, perfect. So we've gained another commander. Okay, well I think this is where I'm going to put a cut in the episode. I do hope that you've enjoyed this one. If so, definitely please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time for an episode of Jamie Plays. Bye for now.